Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Gun Breakdown, a beginner's guide. I'm Jonathan, and today we're going over a new series. Specifically, we're going over Ruger, the LC9. All right, let's get right into how to disassemble this firearm. Nah, just kidding. Okay, so for real, this is actually how you disassemble your Ruger LC9. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and remove the source of ammunition. We're going to take out the magazine. Clear, nothing's in there. We're going to go ahead and rack this back to the rear, do a physical and visual inspection. Clear, nothing in there. I see nothing in there. Okay. So I will say my Ruger LC9 is, it's a little bit broken. If you can tell, whoever the previous owner was trying to disassemble this, I presume, and kind of broke this piece right here. So mine's going to be a little bit different from yours, but it'll still break down just the same. So starting off, what should happen is the lock should actually stay down. You should be able to lock it down in place, and it'll stay. Next, you're going to need a punch or a pin of some kind, which let me grab mine really quick. Okay, now I got my punch, and what we're going to do is you see this little silver pin that's right inside of here, that right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our punch, and this little slit that's right here is actually the other end of the pin. And so we're going to take our punch and go through this hole. Here we go. And so we're going to try to bring the slide back a little bit and line up the hole with the pin. And then also depress this. I have to depress this at the same time, so otherwise I won't be able to get it. All right, let me pause this for 1 second to get this pin out. All right, and there we go. So I still left it in so you guys could still follow along with me. I just had to use both of my hands and not watch the video recorder so I can actually get this pin. Okay, so this is what it'll look like from a bird's eye view. So we'll just push this pin all the way through and get ready to catch it, because it will pop out when you push it. Okay, now that the pin is out, we can set our punch to the side. And this is what your slide lock pin, I guess you could call it, will look like. It's the same dimensions on both sides. So whenever you're reassembling it, it won't matter how you put it in. So we'll set that down. Okay, next, when we take off our slide, there's actually a little button right here that you have to depress to be able to where's it at? There we go. So there will be a button right here that you'll have to depress to get this slide off. If yours is on and it's getting caught, you'll have to depress this right here. And then if not, you can just pull the slide off like that. So we'll set our pistol grip down. Next is going to be our guide rod and springs. So we'll take this off. And if for some reason this slips out of your hand and this completely falls apart, that's okay. All you need to know is this. Guide rod, small spring, and big spring. The small spring goes on at first, and it doesn't matter which end you put on. The next is going to be the larger spring, and both the small spring and the guide rod are going to go inside of the large spring. And again, it doesn't matter which side you use, because they're both just going to fit inside perfectly either way. So we'll set that down. Next is going to be our barrel. So we'll go ahead and take that off. And there you go. Now you have completely broken down, or field stripped rather, your Ruger LC9 pistol. All right, now let's put it back together. Okay, so take your barrel, and you want to make sure the hook side is facing down, and you're going to go into this larger hole the end of your barrel, your muzzle is going to go into this larger hole right here. So go ahead and drop that in there. And your hooks should be facing down, and this is what it'll look like when it's when you're looking at it. If you're holding it from the bottom, it should be flush. Next, we're going to take our guide rod and springs, and we're going to put our spring end into this little hole right here. So we're going to put that right there, and you see this little concave U shape right there. Your guide rod is going to sit right there, the head of your guide rod. So we'll set that right in there on that lip. There we go. And it should look like this. Okay. Next, we're going to put this back onto this. We're going to put the slide back onto the pistol grip, line it up with the grooves. All right. Next, we're going to get that slide lock pin, and we're going to put it back into this hole right here. And remember what I said earlier, it doesn't matter which side you use, it's your preference. It's not going to make a difference. And there you go. You got the pin right there. So we're going to push this all the way in, otherwise you're not going to be able to rack the slide back. So we'll go ahead and take our punch again, and we're going to push this all the way through. There we go. All right. And now for us to do our functions check, you're actually going to need your magazine. So go ahead and grab an empty mag, put it inside of your weapon. All right. First things first, we're going to pull the trigger. Click. Next, we're going to reset it. Oh, and to reset your pin, by the way, you don't actually have to bring the slide all the way back to the rear. Just bring it back enough to where the trigger will reset. So that's for all pistols, by the way. You don't have to do that for you don't have to rack it back all the way, all the time. So now that we've reset our firing pin, we're going to hold it down this time, and we're going to lock the slide back, or not lock it back, but we're going to rack the slide, and then you should hear a clunk. There's a little bit more of a click, but that's okay. And then pull the trigger one more time. All right, and then reset that firing pin. And there you go. That is how you do your disassembly, reassembly, and functions check on the Ruger LC9. If you like the channel, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. And drop something in the comments. Let me know what pistol you guys would like to see next. I will be doing rifle and shotgun on this channel eventually. I am just starting with mass content pushing with pistols. So I'm just trying to get out there as much as I can while I'm still on vacation. All right, and thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you all have a great day.